Have you ever heard of a movie where building a bridge becomes an epic battle of wills, pride, and obsession? Today, we're diving into the classic 1957 film, The Bridge on the River Kwai. This isn't just a war movie. It's a deep dive into the human psyche under extreme pressure. The story is set in a Japanese prisoner of war camp in Burma during World War II. We meet two powerful figures, the camp's commandant, Colonel Sessue, and a captured British officer, Lieutenant Colonel Nicholson. Sessue's mission is to force the Allied prisoners to build a strategic railway bridge over the River Kwai, but Nicholson is a man of principle, stubbornly quoting the Geneva Convention, which says officers can't be forced into manual labor. This sparks an intense psychological standoff. Sessue resorts to torture and humiliation to break Nicholson, but the British officer won't budge. He sees this not just as a fight for his rights, but for the morale and discipline of his men, who are suffering terribly in the harsh camp conditions. Just as Nicholson is about to break, Sessue gives in. He needs the bridge built on time, or he'll have to commit ritual suicide. This is where the story takes a fascinating turn. Nicholson agrees to have his men build the bridge, but on his own terms. He becomes obsessed with the project, seeing it as a way to prove British superiority and leave behind a lasting monument to their ingenuity and discipline. He pushes his men harder than Sessue ever could, demanding perfection. He completely loses sight of the bigger picture, that this bridge will help his enemy. The bridge becomes his entire world, a symbol of his own pride, not a tool of war. Meanwhile, an American prisoner named Shears manages a daring escape from the camp. He makes it to safety, but his ordeal isn't over. The Allies find him and recruit him for a commando mission. The target? To blow up the very bridge that Nicholson is so proudly building. Shears reluctantly agrees to lead the team back to the jungle he just escaped. The climax is absolutely gripping. As Nicholson prepares to celebrate the bridge's completion with a formal ceremony, Shears and his commando team are secretly planting explosives underneath it. The first train is scheduled to cross the next morning. In a heart-stopping final sequence, the water level of the river drops, exposing the wires for the explosives. Nicholson spots them just as the train approaches. What happens next is a chaotic and tragic collision of duty, pride, and the madness of war. Nicholson, in a moment of confused realization, utters the famous line, "What have I done?" before falling on the plunger, blowing up his masterpiece and himself. The Bridge on the River Kwai is a timeless masterpiece about how obsession can blind us and how the lines between victory and defeat can become tragically blurred. It's a powerful story that stays with you long after the credits roll. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more classic movie breakdowns.